Why don't we ever tell secrets at a self-care spa? Because everyone knows it's all about letting things steam out. Welcome, folks, to a journey of relaxation and rejuvenation, a journey of self-care. You see, self-care isn't just about fancy spas and cucumber slices on your eyes, although let's be real, those can be pretty great too. Self-care is about taking time for you, about recognizing the importance of your own well-being and making it a priority. It's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup, and sometimes you need to refill your cup with a hot, steamy mug of self-love and care. But let's not get too serious here. After all, laughter is scientifically proven to reduce stress and boost mood. So buckle up for a ride filled with chuckles, chortles, and yes, perhaps even a guffaw or two. Now let's dive in, or should I say, let's take a deep, relaxing breath in and let the self-care journey begin. Step 1, master the art of doing nothing. Yes, you heard it right, nothing. Now I know what you're thinking. How can doing nothing be considered an art? Well, let me enlighten you. Imagine, if you will, the noble sloth. This creature is a master of inertia, a guru of stillness, a virtuoso of, you guessed it, doing nothing. And it's on a Sunday, the laziest day of the week. Even the thought of it is enough to make you yawn, isn't it? But here's the kicker. This sloth is not wasting time. Oh no, my friends, it is practicing the fine art of self-care. In our fast-paced, always-on, constantly moving world, we often forget the importance of stillness. We are so caught up in the whirlwind of productivity that we forget to take a moment to breathe, to rest, to just be. It's like we're running on a treadmill set to sprint, forgetting that there's a stop button. Doing nothing is not about being lazy. It's about allowing your mind and body to take a much-needed break. It's about giving yourself permission to pause, to recharge, to rejuvenate. Think about it, even your smartphone needs to be put on airplane mode every once in a while to function at its best. Why should you be any different? So the next time you find yourself overwhelmed by the demands of life, remember the sloth. Embrace the art of doing nothing. Take a moment to sit back, relax, and enjoy the sweet simplicity of being still. Maybe brew a cup of tea, or stare out of the window, or just lie down and listen to the rhythm of your own breath. The beauty of doing nothing is that it requires no special skills, no expensive equipment, no elaborate plans. All you need is you and a willingness to let go of the need to always be doing something. Remember, sometimes doing nothing is the best thing you can do. It's like being a human version of your phone on airplane mode. Forget FOMO, it's all about JOMO now, the joy of missing out. In a world where we're constantly plugged in, always scrolling, forever attending, we often forget the value of choosing not to. Yes, my friends, I'm talking about the sweet relief of deciding to miss out on something, not because you have to, but because you want to. Imagine this. Your friend invites you to a wild party. The music is guaranteed to be loud, the drinks are likely to be flowing, and the crowd is sure to be teeming with energy. But here's the catch. You'd rather stay at home in your comfy pajamas, soaking in a hot bath while reading your favorite book. It's not that you don't enjoy a good party, it's just that, well, you'd rather have some me time. Or consider this, you've got a chance to attend the biggest sale of the year at your favorite store. There's a part of you that's tempted to dive into the chaos, battle the crowds, and snatch up those discounts. But wait, what if you chose to miss out? What if you decided to spend that time doing something you love instead? Maybe you'd take a leisurely stroll in the park, whip up a delicious meal, or simply enjoy a peaceful afternoon nap. The point is, JOMO is all about reclaiming your time and energy. It's about choosing to do what brings you joy, even if it means missing out on something else. It's about realizing that you don't have to be everywhere, do everything, or please everyone. You can choose to miss out, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's liberating, it's empowering. It's a reminder that you are the captain of your ship, the master of your time. You get to decide how you spend it and who you spend it with. So next time you're invited to something you'd rather skip, just remember, JOMO is the new YOLO. They say laughter is the best medicine, and who am I to argue with they? After all, they are a rather persuasive bunch. So let's dive into the world of laughter and its miraculous healing properties, shall we? Laughter, my friends, is much more than just a response to a funny joke. It's a full-body mind and soul workout. It releases those feel-good hormones called endorphins, reducing stress and anxiety while promoting a sense of well-being. It's like yoga, but without the awkward poses and the need for extreme flexibility. Now let's take a moment to consider the power of laughter through a humorous anecdote. Picture this. A man walks into a doctor's office carrying a duck. The doctor looks at the man and then at the duck and asks, "Why did you bring a duck into my office?" The man replies, "Well, doctor, I thought you said I needed more quack in my life." Now that might be a quacky way to interpret medical advice, but hey, it's all in the spirit of laughter. Jokes aside, laughter truly plays a vital role in self-care. It's like a mini vacation for your mind, a break from the hustle and bustle of daily life. And just like you don't need a reason to take a vacation, you don't need a reason to laugh either. Find humor in the everyday, in the mundane, in the absurd. Laugh at the silliness of life, at the absurdity of situations, and most importantly, at yourself. Think about it. When was the last time you had a hearty laugh? Not a polite chuckle or a half-hearted giggle, but a full-on, belly-aching, tears streaming down your face kind of laugh? If it's been a while, then my friend, you're missing out on a very potent medicine. So the next time you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or just plain down, remember to laugh. Find a funny video, recall a hilarious memory, or even tell yourself a goofy joke. Laughter is a universal language, a shared joy, and a powerful healer. So laugh it up, Chuckles. Your health will thank you. Ever thought about taking up a hobby like knitting or perhaps underwater basket weaving? Now I know what you're thinking. Underwater basket weaving, isn't that a bit bizarre? Well, that's the point. Hobbies are not just about occupying your time or keeping your hands busy. They're about sparking joy, nurturing creativity, and sometimes just being downright weird. Imagine this. You've had a long day. The boss was on your case, the traffic was horrendous, and now you have a pile of laundry waiting for you. But then you remember your hobby, that peculiar, outlandish activity that just brings a smile to your face. Maybe it's not underwater basket weaving. Maybe it's collecting odd socks or creating miniature sculptures out of old bread tags. Whatever it is, it's your escape. Hobbies are like secret portals to another world, a world where you're the master, where you create the rules. They're your personal fortress of solitude. And the beauty of it? There's no right or wrong. If you want to take up competitive duck herding, who's to stop you? If you want to become a champion in extreme ironing, more power to you. The key here is to find something that you love, something that excites you, something that's just a little bit quirky. Why? Because it's these unique hobbies that make us who we are. They add color to our lives, they make us interesting, they give us a sense of accomplishment. And besides, they're a great icebreaker at parties. So let's not underestimate the power of a good hobby. It's not just about fun and games, it's about self-care, about taking time for yourself, about letting your creativity run wild. It's about being kind to your mind and soul, giving them a much-needed break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Remember, the weirder the hobby, the better the story for your next party. All right, we're reaching the end of our self-care journey. Feeling relaxed already? We've had our fair share of giggles and grins, haven't we? There's nothing quite like a good dose of humor to lighten the heart and lift the spirits. And let's not forget the sublime art of doing nothing. Sometimes the best action is inaction, as we've seen today. Then there's the joy of missing out, or JOMO, as we've affectionately named it. Embracing JOMO can be a liberating experience, wouldn't you say? Laughter, that magical medicine, has been our constant companion throughout this journey. It's shown us that joy can be found in the simplest of things. And lastly, we've indulged in our hobbies, those delightful little activities that make us who we are. And remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's self-esteem. So be like a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside.